Hey folks, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. On our last episode, we had learned more about Kole, including details of our illness. We then departed to look for some medicinal ingredients with Tignari, and subsequently learned about the withering, and how devastating it can be to, well, an entire ecosystem. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth, and well, start looking for Hypatia, the scholar that we bumped into at the beginning
Hypatia
of
should
Sumeru.
still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Well, thank you for the pronunciation, Paimon. Hypatia, there we go. I might have still butchered it though, but regardless. Hey Missy, we have some goods to deliver.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here.
Are you no longer in meditation?
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Oh, it sounds like it's coming from inside the cave. Is it some fun guy? No, it's Hypatia. Is she okay? Who the heck or what the heck is this cute little gooper?
There you are. Hypatia, are you all right?
What even happened?
So hungry. Need water.
She somehow has more energy than I expected. I mean, for somebody who kinda went hungry for 3 days, yeah?
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Wait, did none of us even think to bring any along with the food? Normally it'd just be nice to have some kind of beverage to go down with it. What the heck?
Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Oh, it really is foggy. Okay.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this?
Was it due to that little goober?
What happened? And where are we?
There must be a logical explanation for all of this, and by logical I mean some fantastical magical malarkey.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
You see, that little goober is actually like something super special, and it has the ability to transport you to another whole dimension. Clearly. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I totally didn't just make that up. A door of resurrection, well, that's pretty ominous. Was there oh, there's gonna be some combat, okay.
Wow, this place is huge.
Unless, did we somehow...
I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
As I was gonna say before we got interrupted by Paimon, I wonder if it's just something along the lines of, there was mention of like an underground, right, essentially, right? That big old special upside down tree. Are we perhaps at the equivalent of that? Oh, bouncy mushrooms and domains. You will sometimes find bouncy mushrooms of this sort in Sumeru's domains. The reason for which these mushrooms are not one of the Trilakshana creatures are unknown, but must be quite fascinating indeed. Yeah, because there's like normal mushrooms and then there's like the fungi, right? It's so strange. Oh. Okay, so we have to go here. Whoop. Boing. Oh gosh, moving platforms too, huh? Whoop. Well, I think we can just make it though, right? Yeah, we don't need that platform. Oh, there was even a little grappling hook in case if we needed it to. Okay. Oh, wait. There's some stuff over there. Maybe there's like another treasure chest over there? Let's have a little geek over here because, hey, I'll take all the primo gems I can get. Anything in here? Anything of substance? Or is this just the way that we came from? It doesn't look like to be the case. I'm gonna guess I shouldn't be here for now. Maybe I'll be somewhere where we have to go after we go to the special game. Listen, right, when you're scrounging over primos. Oh wait, no. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, that's just strange to me. I guess that just led us all the way back? I just don't have the foggiest. Oh well. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, I guess. What? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Wait, why are we in Inazuma? What? Huh? This is Inazuma architecture, yeah.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Hypatia, whatever is in that incense of yours is some really strong stuff, is all I'm gonna say. Either that or that little goober caused this, but like, what the? What's going on? Okay. Yeah. Sure. I guess we're just back in Sumeru, yeah. Oh, this water is pretty though, at least, yeah. Oh. Primeval rosin and domains. You will sometimes find primeval rosin in sealed paths that correspond to them within domains in Sumeru. Collect free primeval rosins within these domains to unlock the corresponding path. Oh, so it's like this little puzzle thingy. Gotcha. So just like explore and try and find those things. So... where do I go? Okay, over here. Was that the other side that I initially tried? I presume it no longer leads to a dead end, then. Well, not like I fully explored it anyway, huh? Oh, this is pretty. Oh, I like this little spot.
Right now.
Sorry that I have to, exterminate all of you. Peace was never an option.
A sight to behold.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hella Charles. You know, it does make me feel bad in a sense, right? Because, like, we now know the story about Hella Charles and how they kind of came to be, and it's just like, we still just kind of indiscriminately kill them. Oh, gosh. Well, I mean, to be fair, they attacked me first, right? Then again, I was trespassing. And also, why did we suddenly turn into a crystal fly? Although, it isn't quite one, it just goes like a little sprite. Are we gonna drop down? No, okay, it's gonna be nice to us to just kind of plant us there, okay. Yeah, no falling damage. Does this hurt? Yes! Okay! Just wanted to test that. It looked like it did. Okay, but you never know. It could have been like a healing substance, right? Anyways. Down we go, I suppose. Whoop! Oh, and there's the bird one! And then we have to go all the way up here. And then we open this door. Yes. Fancy. And now time to go on another trip, I suppose. Okay. So, what kind of place is this going to be now? Oh, we're back at the Inazuma domain.
What in
Okay.
Teyvat is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Just gonna angle it. Oh boy, I didn't miss these. I'll say that much. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh, this is getting really trippy now. Oh, okay. At least the effects now gone. Oh, an elevator! How convenient! Personally, I would have taken some stairs if they were. I probably would be safer. And I guess we're just going across time and space again, sure! Oh, yeah. Grapple and go. I guess we're back up, we're back here. Whoop. I don't know what to say about all this. It's just things are happening. We're going to random places. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. There's a lector?
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
Sorry. It's an Abyss Herald. Sometimes I don't remember the specific semantics. It's the dudes with the elemental shields that can sometimes be a little bit annoying to kill, okay? Oh wait, so this is the Hydra one. Oh no.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
And more specifically, why are you here? Is this all just a hallucination? Am I just seeing things? What the heck is going on?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
They kinda do. It has something to do with my sibling, you know? But sure, I guess we're throwing hands? Yup.
Right now.
Sure. Ow. Please don't bully.
Rest and rebuild. Billowing surge.
I probably shouldn't have used Kokiri first in retrospect. Ow. I'm gonna have to swap anyway.
Right now.
Oh wait, why is his shield not breaking?
The end will come.
No, seriously, isn't your shield supposed to start degrading?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
Yeah, we were kind of just jobbering him, but for some reason his shield just didn't want to make way. It just didn't want to cave in.
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
I still must fight my broski.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
So did we just die? Mayhaps? Okay, it was just all a hallucination of sorts. I guess? We're back here? What even happened? I don't know. What was all that just now? Strange. It feels like I was just dreaming for a moment there, but I can't remember what was. Oh, right, yeah, it could have just been a dream. Somehow, some way, for some reason.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
It's a little bit odd that we just kind of saw her in our dream then, no?
Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Oh, okay.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Sorry, I, kinda zoned out for a second there.
Are you okay? That's really not like you.
Hey, listen, this place has been doing some kind of various things to me that ain't like me. I mean, I've seen a tree that was upside down, and some very shocking but beautiful scenery. I was going through a trip of my own, crossing through dimensions, going between Inazuma and Sumeru, and there was an Abyss Herald. I'm sure you just wouldn't be able to understand, though.
Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
Because, I'm gonna be honest, I sure as heck don't understand it either.
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
What? Wait, she has food? Just bite into the Sunsetia. Just do that. What? After giving the semi-conscious Hypatia some water and fruit juice...
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
You give Hypatia the letter from Tainari.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
No, that wasn't our fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Kind of like a cabbage?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Okay, but who's them and what are them? You tell Hypatia and Paimon everything that happened after entering the cave.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
I mean, it's about as crazy to believe as a little floating adorable creature such as yourself floating about, yeah?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
Oh, okay, so the little goober was the chaos, okay.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
So I guess these little fellers are normally invisible to, well, most human eyes. I do wonder though, so I guess when you come into contact with Irminsul in some fashion, you gain, well, the insight, the ability to comprehend their existence, I guess, of some sorts? Because, I mean, if that's the case, that's actually kind of really interesting.
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
What fascinating creatures.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Yeah! But I guess we gotta get a bite to eat first, huh?
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. All right, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
You need to take care of yourself better, Missy. Make some food by the fireside. Oh, okay. You cook up some dishes over the fire.
All done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Oh, I want to read that. Let me read it. Is it in here? Yes. Box lunch from the Traveler. Food that you have specifically prepared for Hypatia. The box contains sweet madame and radish veggie soup. You hope Hypatia will like it. I'm sure she will. It's got a lot of protein. It's got some veggies too. I'm sure you'll love it.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Ah, fair dues, fair dues, fair dues. Although, given the fact that we already know of things like pizza, which is a bit more of a, well, convenience food, right? I do wonder why we just haven't given this little Missy some food that she could just kind of stow away for later, right? Or Tainari or Coley just making her some pizza. But I digress. After a delicious meal together, you tell Hypatia about connecting with Irminsul.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul. immediately after smelling spirit-born eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
Okay, I think I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Yeah, sure, but we'll go with that.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of spirit-born ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered.
And well, since we have been able to, well, tap into the power of Dendro, I'm sure we're just going to become immune to any adverse effects from here on out. At least when it comes to plant life.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of spirit-born ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
So, kind of like Mona's, like, whole field, huh? Interesting. Because, well, she is an astrologer after all.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from the Aranara.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams.
Which, I mean, by extension, could maybe cause risk when you decide to try and connect with Irminsul of some sort. At least I could imagine that being the case.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
Well, yeah, different culture and all that, huh?
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Well, I mean, if I want to try and play Captain Obvious here for a moment, it's probably something along the lines of, since everybody seems to be more fixated on Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, maybe it's Lesser Lord Kusanali whom is feeling relatively forgotten, right? Because, well, she is the progenitor, right? Like, the descendant of, well, the former Dendro Archon, and by extension, she's also probably not as well known or as revered because, you know, she's younger, right? So, that is a curious subject, though, because that might very well be the case, and this will be definitely quite a ways different from, well, the other Archons from before, right, that already have, like, a reputation to uphold, because, well, they're already there, you know, like, they're not gone.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thanks, Hypatia.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Oh, but of course. You continue chatting before settling down for a good night's rest.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Return to Gandharvaville. Well, we'll probably do that next time, however. Hello there, little missy.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me.
Oh, cool, so we can inquire about these. You know what, why not?
Even though that little neighbor of mine was able to induce a state of dreaming, I doubt they were able to control the actual contents of the dream. The end of your dream seemed quite terrifying. Perhaps there's something that's troubling you deep inside?
Well, considering the fact that our sibling has largely kept us in the dark and the only lead we have to go on is them telling us to finish our journey as well. Yeah, it does really suck, huh?
Not to worry, though. I'm sure you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way in the real world.
Especially considering the fact that they seem to be working with some kind of darker force in the Abyss, but then again, we don't know the whole shtick about the Abyss yet, right? Like, there's so much more that could be laying underneath the surface, and that's what's so interesting about it, because, like, do they look kind of evil? Sure, on the surface. Are their actions probably outright terrible? Potentially, but then again, we don't know from what angle they're doing it all from, right? And that's what's so interesting to me. Because, like, the more and more we see the Abyss, the more I'm just like, I just have more and more questions that I would love to get answered at some point. Which I'm sure will at some point or another anyway.
As someone from Sumeru who cannot dream, I needn't ever worry about nightmares. But lately, I've started to feel that I'm somehow missing something without dreams. It's a little hard to explain.
Well, I mean, one of the things to appreciate about dreams is just, well, the childlike wonder that can come from some of them, huh? Or, you know, sometimes you just have some nightmarish experiences. A lot of my nightmares had to do with stairs and falling down them. I'm not sure how to feel about that, honestly.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask, Sumeru researchers use Spirit-born ale to assist them in connecting with Irminsul to extract knowledge from it. Though the process can be risky, we believe that the knowledge gained is worth it. Unfortunately, I cannot help you understand your dream. At least not yet. I'm still learning how to attune to the depths of Irminsul myself. I hope that I'll be able to ascend past Satyavada life and gain deeper insights. Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like... I've heard local children here in the rainforest speaking of fairy-like creatures. But I'm from Sumeru City, and have never heard of such things when I was a child. Perhaps this is because I had a very strict upbringing. My parents would seldom allow me to play with other children. I doubt they'd ever believe me if I told them about my little neighbor out here. And speaking of my little neighbor, I think they can somehow sense when Tighnari is coming to visit me. I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason. Shortly after they do this, Tighnari always shows up here. Perhaps I should ask Tighnari about this the next time I see him. Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like, take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
I do wonder what the whole scholarship ranking system is based off of as well. It's all interesting stuff, because I'm really curious as to know more about, well, Sumeru's society and culture, right? Because, well...
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
Thanks for the random snippet, yeah, but as I was gonna say though, I'm still very much interested about the society and culture that comes with Sumeru though, but I digress. Anyway folks, this shall be our ending point. So, thank you all for watching this episode of Genshin Impact, and I'll see you all next time as we continue our journey through Teyvat. Ta-ta for now.